bam, 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 bam.
Bum, 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 bum.
Who was up there taking that picture?
That's like the oldest joke in the book.
Why are you doing this?
I do love a meme.
Go, great.
Tom Cruise has succeeded like 6 times in a row. Why do they still think these missions are impossible? That's like the oldest joke in the book.
I know.
Because you can't do it, so it's impossible for you.
I think if we called the films Mission Possible, there'd be no one to come and see them.
Yeah,
Right?
sounds boring.
He's on the job, we know he's gonna succeed.
But it's the how he does it.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's the sense that how is he going to pull it off? That it's never really about the destination. It's about how he does the journey to get there.
Mission possible, but how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how?
Yeah. Did you watch him do any of the stunts live?
No, I watch him stand and gaze into my eyes. And try to convince me. That was quite a stunt for him, I think.
I saw Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 for the plot. Wait, hold on. What does this mean?
That's a little bit male gaze there. You're basically objectifying the women of Mission Impossible, which is not a good thing.
See, I actually took it to think like those women are also so badass in these films too.
Very
it's
good.
just for our performance.
You're right. You're absolutely right. The women of Mission Impossible are formidable, and none of them are there in the same way that, shall we say, another franchise employs the female characters. Although recently they've tried to do better.
I love that about Mission Impossible. Badass women.
Look at us, also distinctive. I appreciate that.
You all get like this view of them. I get an up person close
Yeah.
view.
Lucky you.
So amazing.
When I realized the theme song of Mission Impossible is actually the Morse code of MI.
It's the letter. Yeah.
That's Morse code.
Isn't that crazy?
Did you not know that?
What?
Yes.
Stop.
Yeah, I just found this out a few days ago. Yeah, it go bum 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 M-I-M-I.
I had no idea. That's genius.
Oh my gosh, that was her face.
Yeah.
That was literally
That's gonna be
her
the thumbnail
face.
of this video. I already see it.
Sometimes I would like hum the song to myself just before a fight scene, just to like spice it up, you know, to like pump myself up.
Totally.
It is good pump up.
And when you're doing any task, if you sing the Mission theme tune, it just gives it something else. Even if you're just packing for holiday. We've
Will
had that
that
for the
get
last
me
5
to
years.
finally clean my room? Just playing the Mission Impossible theme song.
Dad, why is my sister named Rose? Because your mother loved roses. Thanks, Dad. No problem, Mission Impossible 6 film collection. Very good.
Wait, what?
That's like that old joke, the Native American. Is this, I don't know if it's okay to tell this, it's ethnic specific, but I don't think it's racist. The young indigenous child goes to his father, the chief. Why is my sister called Wind in her hair? Well, when she was born, the wind blew through your mother's hair. And then why is my brother called Mighty Mountain? And he says, because he was born on a mighty mountain. Why do you ask two dogs?
Oh, okay. Okay. When you have a paper due at 11:59 p.m. and it's 11:35 p.m. and you haven't even started.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'm gonna tell you now. At that point, I'm not accepting. I'm just not. Like it makes no sense. You flunked me.
I was a big procrastinator in school, though. I was always working to the last minute.
Well,
So this was you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wonder about that because there was a misconception, I think, about being lazy or being a procrastinator. Or is it that you just needed a bit of pressure?
Well, in my adult life, I've learned that it's ADHD, and so I work really well under pressure the last hour. Apparently.
Yeah, I'm the same. I love pressure. It makes me work in a much more focused way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get better results. If I have too much time on my hands, I get restless and bored and a bit flimsy.
I love pressure, but I also love getting my stuff done on time.
Yeah.
So I would have done it hours before 11:35.
That right there, those are my nightmares. I, from time to time, am back in college and I haven't, well, it's not a paper. It's usually an exam and I'm not ready. Or I'm going on, you know, I'm in a play, I'm going on and I don't know my lines. And we're doing Shakespeare.
Oh, gosh.
It's like,
When I was a student, this is back in the day, kids, so don't copy me. I used to put a can of Pepsi and a Camel Light and a Murray Mint, and I would do my essay knowing that when I finished, I was allowed to have a cigarette, a can of Coke.
Oh, wow.
That's what
Okay.
student life's like.
The unemployed friend at 3 p.m. on a Monday. And Tom on
Sitting on top of the Burj.
who was up there taking that picture?
I don't know.
Because both his hands are in frame.
This is when you get your paper done. That's due at 11:59, done at 2:59, and it's at 3 p.m. and you're like, you know what? Let me just hang out. Y'all suck. I've done my work.
How I enter when my parents sleeping. how my parents enter when I'm sleeping. I love that. That was, of course, one of my favorite scenes, him coming through the ceiling like that with those ropes. That was really pretty cool.
That is the other way round, I have you know. I am so careful when the girls are asleep at my house.
Oh, that's what you do?
They just come bowling. Until he just slams every door in the house. It's annoying.
My mum always chatting loudly outside my bedroom door when I was a kid.
Well, I'm going home next week to visit my family, and I'm sleeping with my mom's house, and I'm pretty sure that's how she's going to be waking me up.
You have kids, right?
I do. I have two.
Who's quieter sneaking into the house, you or your kids?
I think they are. They come through the back door, and I don't know that they're there. You know, I think they're still out.
They're sneaky.
And I just come in, hello, anybody home? And the dog barks.
When your friend tells you it's impossible to make a 120-mile trip home in under 30 minutes.
Tom Cruise control.
Don't speed, guys. You get banned. I know.
If you ever see the ETA on your Google Maps or Waze, do you try to beat it by at least 1 minute? Do you like playing that little game?
Oh yes, I try. I'm like, don't tell me how long.
You don't know how long it's
You
gonna
don't
take
know
me.
how I drive.
I was once stopped by a cop for speeding. And the reason I was speeding was because I was listening to the soundtrack to Fallout.
Oh my God,
and
that's
it's
funny.
so propulsive. And I just tipped it over the limit a little bit. And I haven't driven for a year.
Did you get away with it? No. Oh.
My kids, you know, they also think I have a lead foot, which is true. That's one of the times I got them to shut up. I was going 105 miles an hour across the bridge, trying to make a flight, baby. Not trying to miss that flight.
Ethan Hunt would make the flight,
Yeah,
so
right,
that's
you're
what... You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, you push that button, and you do feel like your life is accelerated. That being next to Tom, for sure, everything goes very fast. It's very adrenalized. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, I think that working with Tom, you do take your own role very seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, the fact that I'm, a pickpocket meant I've ended up stealing quite a few things from set.
Yes, she has.
And I just kind of take them as my own. And you would never know, even if it was staring you in the face.
I know, I'm checking my stuff. I can still got my watch.
No way!
What?
How did he?
No.
What?
Give me my ring!
That did not just happen.
What?
Did you see it?
Was
Blink
this
of an
planned?
eye.
Have you been doing this
What?
all day?
What
She's been
makes-
doing this all
You
day.
still haven't noticed.
The job is over. Why are you doing this?
I've literally spent the last 10 minutes going, so I love working with Tarzan because he doesn't miss anything. You feel so attentive. But yes, there we go. But I mean, you make it too easy for me.
Why are we even the job is done. She should be arrested for this. It's one thing to be a method
skill.
actor when you're filming. It's another thing just to steal people's stuff when they're not looking.
Skill that I just can't help but take with me wherever I go.
She's
Yeah.
taking my glasses. She's
Atwell,
taking my
no.
phone. She's taking my ring.
Mission accomplished.
Anything you've taken that you're not returning from set?
Yes, a cruciform key, a poison pill, some gym socks, a necklace, a watch, a salt and pepper shaker, an ashtray, some unclassified documents, a fossil, and some fake glass. Well, look, if there's a spin-off, I've got all the artifacts to create my own Mission Impossible set.
You're keeping yourself employed.
You can come to my shed, and it's all there.
Next.
Okay, next one.
Tom Cruise was born in 1962, missions before 1962, and there's Thanos saying, possible. It's true. Everything became impossible after Tom was born.
I don't understand anything, guys. I think these memes are so weird.
Well, memes are weird. They're for
Memes are weird.
They're for not even for millennials. What are the new ones called? Gen Z.
Gen Alpha now.
Gen
But
Alpha.
They're not.
Gen Alpha?
Yeah.
That's younger than I'm. Gen X. That's the best gen to be.
Gen Beta started this year.
Get off. Gen X is but we grew up with flipping nuclear war hanging over our head, punk. We had all that. That's why we're the coolest. My wife always knows when Tom Cruise texts me because I go he. That's true. That is true.
Oh, that's so cute.
'Cause you
Hey,
can't-
hey, or he?
I sort of go because when you're sitting there watching TV and you get a cruise text out of the blue, it's always a bit
Yeah.
exciting, isn't it?
I love the number of exclamation marks he uses in a text. Or he doesn't use emojis, but he uses like a colon and a bracket for a smiley face.
Aw.
It feels quite analog. It's really cute.
Yeah, it's like
See,
he
big
texted
picture
on a
then.
Nokia.
Hear my husband text.
Really?
A lot, yeah.
What are they talking about?
Yeah. Who knows, but honey, my husband would text Tom Cruise in a New York minute. And then that's quick. He loves
So
it.
Tom's a big texter apparently, according to all of these. Yeah.
And he always texts back.
He texts, and I'm like, how do you have the time? Do you remember when he was closing the Olympics? I texted him like, 20 minutes later or something. I was like, oh, that was fantastic. He texts me immediately, thanks, man, this is so fun. Let's go to the movies.
Yep.
And I'm going, is this an automated response? How are you able to do that? If Tom Cruise has the time to text you back, there is no excuse for the 3 days sometimes it takes to text someone in my family back.
I agree.
Well, it's no excuse for my mom to take 3 days to text me back.
Oh,
He's a great one for affirming you. Do you know what I mean? I think he's so used to talking about himself, or he did for a long period of his career. When you talk to Tom, he'll always steer the conversation away from himself to you, and he does what my daughter calls glazes you, which is to just sort of shower you with positivity and stuff.
Like a
so
donut?
kind.
Like a donut. He glazes you like a donut. You can stick
Really
that in your
kind.
meme.
I will. Yeah, I know that's a new
Stick
meme.
that in your meme box.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, congratulations. It is such a joy to watch, and it's a fantastic way to end the franchise for now.
Thank you, brother.
Hopefully we'll come back.
Thank you for
Thank you
these.
both so much.